Ladies and gentlemen, the world around us is unpredictable. People come and go, relationships shift, evolve, or sometimes break entirely. In the process, we often find ourselves giving too much of our hearts, our time, and our energy to others. We invest in them, we trust them, we believe in their presence and their promises. But what happens when the very people we hold close let us down? What happens when the love, care, or loyalty we extend is not reciprocated? It is in these moments that we are tested. It is in these moments that we must remind ourselves of one fundamental principle: do not cry because of anyone. Your worth is not defined by someone else's inability to see it. This simple truth carries a profound weight, yet it's often forgotten in moments of heartbreak, disappointment, or rejection. Many of us tie our sense of self-worth to how others perceive us, whether they approve of us, appreciate us, or reciprocate our feelings. But the reality is, your worth is intrinsic. It is not something that can be measured by someone else's recognition or lack thereof. Their inability to see your value says nothing about who you are. It speaks volumes about them. Imagine a masterpiece painting in a gallery. To an art lover, it's priceless, something to be admired and cherished. But to someone indifferent to art, it's just another canvas. The painting, however, remains unchanged. Its worth doesn't fluctuate based on who looks at it or what they think of it. It simply is. In the same way, your value doesn't decrease because someone fails to see it. You are not defined by their perspective, their choices, or their opinions. You are like that masterpiece, inherently valuable, regardless of the audience. It's important to recognize that people's judgments are often clouded by their own experiences, biases, and limitations. Sometimes they fail to appreciate the good in others because they are too focused on their struggles or desires. They might overlook your kindness, your strengths, or your love not because you lack these qualities, but because they lack the capacity to recognize or receive them. When someone undervalues you, it is not a reflection of your inadequacy, but a limitation of their perception. If you allow others to dictate your sense of worth, you will forever be at their mercy. You will find yourself chasing their approval, altering yourself to fit their expectations, and diminishing your light to make them comfortable. But what kind of life is that? Your worth is not a debate. It is not up for negotiation. It is a truth that exists independently of anyone's opinion. The moment you stop seeking validation from others and start embracing your inherent value is the moment you truly begin to live freely. The key to unlocking this freedom lies in self-awareness. Take time to reflect on who you are, your strengths, your passions, and the unique qualities that make you you. Celebrate these things, not because others recognize them, but because they are yours to own and cherish. Surround yourself with people who see your value, who uplift you, and who remind you of your greatness when you forget. But even if you stand alone, know this: your worth remains. It is unshaken, unchangeable, and undeniable. The pain of letting go is temporary, but the strength gained is lasting. Letting go is one of the hardest things we face in life. It's an act of releasing something or someone that we've held close, perhaps for a long time. It feels like surrender, like giving up on something we once believed in. The pain of it can be overwhelming, a sharp reminder of loss, change, or unfulfilled expectations. But while the pain feels permanent in the moment, it is not. It is fleeting, a natural response to the process of detachment. What remains, however, is the strength you gain from it. That strength becomes a part of who you are, an unshakable foundation that carries you forward. Letting go is not a sign of weakness. It takes immense courage to release something that no longer serves you, whether it's a toxic relationship, a failed dream, or a harmful belief. The act of letting go requires you to confront the fear of the unknown, to step away from what's familiar and into uncertainty. That fear is what makes it painful. But with every step you take away from what weighs you down, you discover a resilience you didn't know you had. You learn that you can endure heartache and emerge stronger, wiser, and more self-assured. Pain is temporary because it exists in moments. It rises, peaks, and eventually subsides. It teaches you lessons and shapes your perspective, but it does not define you. The strength gained, on the other hand, is enduring. It stays with you, adding layers to your character, deepening your sense of self, and fortifying your ability to face future challenges. This strength becomes your foundation for growth, allowing you to rise above pain and embrace the life you deserve. When you let go, you create space. You make room for healing, for new experiences, and for opportunities that align with your true purpose. Holding on to what no longer belongs in your life only prolongs the pain. It traps you in a cycle of resistance where you cling to something that isn't meant to stay. But when you release that grip, you open yourself to transformation. It's in this space of letting go that true strength is born, not the kind of strength that comes from pretending you're okay, but the kind that comes from embracing the journey of healing and self-discovery. Strength isn't always loud. It doesn't always look like triumph or success. Sometimes it's quiet. It's the decision to wake up and face another day, even when your heart feels heavy. It's the ability to forgive yourself for the past and to move forward with grace. It's in realizing that every goodbye, no matter how painful, is an opportunity for growth. And as time passes, you'll find that the weight you carried has lifted, replaced by a profound sense of freedom and empowerment. Letting go is an act of self-love. It's a declaration that you deserve peace, happiness, and fulfillment. It's a reminder that the pain you feel today will fade, but the strength you gain will last a lifetime. Invest your energy in yourself, not in those who undervalue you. Your energy is one of your most precious resources. It is the force that drives your actions, fuels your dreams, and shapes the life you live. Yet too often people squander this vital energy on others who fail to appreciate, respect, or reciprocate it. They pour themselves into relationships, situations, or commitments where their worth is overlooked or taken for granted. But the truth is, every moment you spend trying to prove your value to someone who doesn't see it is a moment lost in building the best version of yourself. When you focus your energy outward on those who undervalue you, you neglect the most important relationship in your life, the one you have with yourself. You may find yourself chasing approval, bending to meet their expectations, or sacrificing your needs to gain their acknowledgement. This constant striving is exhausting, leaving you drained, unfulfilled, and disconnected from your own growth. Instead of seeking validation from others, redirect that energy inward. Use it to nurture your talents, expand your knowledge, and strengthen your sense of self-worth. The more you invest in yourself, the more your confidence and resilience will grow. It's important to recognize that not everyone will see your value, and that's okay. People's perceptions are shaped by their own experiences, insecurities, and limitations. Their inability to appreciate your qualities is not a reflection of your worth, but of their perspective. You cannot control how others view you, but you can control where you direct your focus. Choose to prioritize your growth over their opinions. By doing so, you reclaim your power and align your energy with what truly matters. Investing in yourself doesn't mean shutting others out or becoming indifferent. It means setting boundaries and choosing wisely where to place your efforts. It means asking yourself, is this person or situation contributing to my growth, or is it holding me back? When you focus on your development, you naturally attract people who respect, value, and support you. The relationships you build from this place of self-worth are far more meaningful and fulfilling than those rooted in the need to prove yourself. Every ounce of energy you invest in yourself brings returns that ripple through all areas of your life. It allows you to pursue your passions, overcome challenges, and build a future that reflects your potential. It strengthens your ability to stand tall, even when faced with rejection or criticism. It teaches you that your value does not depend on how others treat you, but on how you treat yourself. So choose to invest in your dreams, your health, your happiness, and your personal growth. In doing so, you create a life that honors who you truly are, free from the shadows of those who fail to see your light. Choose resilience over tears and self-love over seeking external validation. Life often presents challenges that leave us feeling broken, rejected, or unworthy. In those moments, it's easy to succumb to tears, to dwell on the hurt, and to seek comfort through the approval or acknowledgement of others. But true strength lies in choosing resilience over despair and self-love over the fleeting reassurance of external validation. These choices are not about ignoring your emotions or pretending the pain doesn't exist. They're about rising above it, finding your inner power, and realizing that your value does not depend on anyone else's recognition. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to face adversity with courage, and to keep moving forward even when the road is tough. It's not about being unbreakable. It's about being unyielding in your determination to heal and grow. Tears are natural and necessary. At times, they help you process emotions and release pent-up pain. But tears alone won't rebuild you. Resilience will. Resilience teaches you that every struggle is an opportunity to learn. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. And every heartbreak is a chance to realign with your true path. It shifts your focus from what was lost to what can still be gained. Self-love, on the other hand, is the foundation upon which resilience is built. When you choose self-love, you stop looking outward for validation and start finding worth within yourself. External validation is fleeting. It can be here today and gone tomorrow. Relying on it is like trying to fill an endless void. It's never enough. But self-love is enduring. It's the quiet assurance that you are enough just as you are without needing anyone else's approval. When you cultivate self-love, you begin to treat yourself with the same kindness, respect, and compassion that you offer to others. Choosing self-love means setting boundaries that protect your peace, letting go of relationships that diminish your self-worth, and prioritizing your well-being above all else. It's not selfish, it's necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup. By loving yourself first, you become better equipped to face life's challenges, to give love to others, and to create a life that reflects your true potential. It's a reminder that you are your own source of strength, and your happiness does not depend on anyone else. In every moment of difficulty, you have a choice. You can let the pain define you, or you can let it refine you. You can shed tears over what's missing, or you can stand tall and choose resilience. You can chase after others for validation, or you can turn inward and embrace self-love. These choices shape your journey and determine the person you become. So choose wisely. Choose to rise, to love yourself fiercely, and to let your worth shine, regardless of who sees it.